folks, how's it going? Welcome to Hobie Cat Days, and yeah, we're back at Summers today on the good old trusty Hobie 14. We haven't sailed this much this season. Going to be match racing Simon over there on a Dragoon. So the interesting thing today is, can the Dragoon beat the 14 or can the 14 beat the Dragoon? Finn as well. This is Locomotive. She's a probably mid-80s Hobie 14, originally Hobie 14 Turbo, but due to the popularity of the 14s in Australia, I've been racing it as just a normal cat rig. Not the original sails, these are just I guess my practice sails. 40188, the original number is 61270, and yeah, as you can see, she's in pretty damn good nick. So yeah, let's get out there and see what we can get on film. Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome out to the water. So look, I'm not too sure what's going on the wind. I was hoping it was going to be blowing 20 knots, but it looks like it might have subsided maybe 10 to 15, which is not great for me. But yeah, we're going to give Simon a run for his money over there on the Dragoon and see how he goes. I think the 14 is quicker than the Dragoon, but I could be wrong. I guess it'll come down to the start and how much wind there is. So stick around, we're just waiting for the first divisions to get off, and then we're in Division 2 with some of the other cats. Not a huge Hobie fleet today. Normally we get about probably 12 to 13 16s on the line with a couple of 14s, but coming into winter I think everybody's a little bit lazy maybe, but we're not, we're here and we're ready to roll. It is on. Not enough breeze yet. I don't think. Nah. We'll go with an early tuck here. Get in before Simon. 3, 2. Alright, there's the breeze. Now we can. There we go. Alright, now we got some momentum. That's better. Definitely more wind now. This is what we love, this is what we live for. I think the surfers call it the search, and I don't think they're wrong. I think it's going to be pretty even at the top mark with the 14 and the Dragoon. Got to try and beat him to the top mark because he'll get us downwind into the spinnaker, which makes things very difficult for me. Hopefully this wind keeps building. It's definitely building, but it's sitting on the edge. You can see there's little lulls there. Not too bad though. And then it kind of honks. Whoop. A bit more wind here. Nearly on the ley line, we're just going to go a little bit further. I don't want to be pinching too much. I reckon we're good. Alright, let's try a roll tack. Hopefully get off the wire in time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Get that boat moving again. 16's dirty air, so just try and get above that. Simon's definitely got me though. There we go, should have clear air now. So the chase begins. I was hoping I'd beat the Dragoon to the top mark, but unfortunately didn't make it there. He's got his kite up, so he's definitely probably got a little bit more presence downwind than I do. But that's okay. Well, that being an underdog, we'll give it a whirl, see if we can kind of get up. Let's just concentrate on keeping the boat moving. So again, those telltales up there, the idea is to get the running parallel. So at the moment, it's probably telling me to bring the sails in a little bit, which I will do. But it is quite fluky in here because we're near the shore and it's a northerly. So kind of just got to keep playing with the sail, bringing it in, testing different options. You definitely can feel when the boat slows down. So you can see the telltale starting to flow a bit there. So that's what we want. In my opinion though, the 14 definitely a trickier boat than the 16s to sail in some regards. They're a lot more flighty, they're harder to get going, and I believe it's actually one of the more pure forms of sailing. Is you've only really got one thing, which is that main and your weight. So come in for a jibe here at the wing mark. Cracker's coming in by me and he's 16, one up. Cracker's one up, coming underneath, smoking in the 16. Definitely a bit more fun. Should have done that today, but oh, it looks very nice. Very nice side of Hobie 16, just kissing the water like that. Alright, so we're getting ready to head upwind again now, so just thinking about what we're going to do. Probably get our traveller set on the 16, that's normally taken care of by the crew. Rounding up slowly, try not to stall the boat, and then slowly bringing in the main. And then again, feels like there's enough pressure there, so we'll have a bit of a test on the wire, see what we can get going. Just see if we can get out here without going in the drink. Yeah, it's probably just enough. Oh, there's a bit of a kick, that's what we like. Yeah, just trying to keep that boat moving forward. That's the idea. So as we head up with left wind, again, haven't been on YouTube much lately. It's been a busy year for my family. Obviously my son Hendrix was born 2 months ago, hence why Aria hasn't been sailing. It's a bit difficult. We've been to the States, we've missed the Nationals, but this year we're going to be full steam ahead. We're coming into winter, so we're going to keep training during winter. We're just currently organising somebody to look after the boys so we can get Aria back in competitive form. And then coming up at the end of the year, we have the Australian National Championships happening at McRae Yacht Club in Victoria. So that's great for us, that's just down the road, so we don't have to get accommodation, we can drive there very quickly. Also the Victorian State titles will be held at Rosebud, so again around the corner, which means really for us we don't have to do a lot of travelling. I'd like to get back up to New South Wales and Queensland, but again with young Hendrix, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, definitely we'll be back on track a bit more in the next couple of months to hopefully do all right at these championships. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Just going to be careful here of crackers because he's going to come through. I might give him a bit of space. There we go. Alright, let's do a tack. Let's see if we can get a good one this time. So rolling in on the boat, probably keep the weight forward a bit. Not a very good tack, but we're going to back it up. So letting the traveller out. That's it. Slowly bring the traveller in, trying to build a bit of forward momentum. There we go. Slowly bring the traveller in, let it out, bring it in, and there we go. We've got forward momentum, which means we can now start to bring things on. Mate, these 14s are definitely a different breed to the 16. The 16's like a Bentley. It's like sitting in a couch in my opinion. These things are like, I don't even know, like a Mazda MX-5 or something maybe, if you know what that is. Great boats, they keep you fit. So not a bad ley line. You can kind of just crank out on the wire here. You've got to be a bit careful because it does drop from time to time, so just using my knees to move the weight around a bit, because you can feel when the boat wants to slow down. You can see those telltales up there, they look pretty good, saying that, you know, the sail is trimmed. And again, you can feel it because the boat really does want to move. So getting ready to come around the mark here. Slowly going to come in off the wire. We're doing a run here, I believe. So we'll just watch out for crackers. Where's that other Dragoon gone? Oh, there he is. So again, with the 14s, unlike the 16, we're kind of running it. You know, a 16 you would do a broad reach generally just to keep the boat moving. So basically with the you know, wind indicator coming directly across the side of the boat. But the 14s just tend to run them straight downwind, which, to be honest, can be pretty boring. Although when it does get breezy, like 20 knots can be interesting going downwind, like get a bit of surfing action happening. So yeah, generally a bit of fun. So a bit of history about this boat. As I said, this boat is called Locomotive, mid-80s boat, I do believe, probably 85, 86 maybe even a little bit newer. Believe it or not, this was the first Hobie Cat I ever sailed when I was 6, and somehow it ended up coming back to me what's that, 35 years later, and I have been the caretaker. I'm not going to call myself the owner of it. I've been the caretaker of that boat for now probably the last 5 or 6 years, and yeah, we've done a lot of traveling. Just going to do a jibe quickly. The boat has competed in various events and is still going strong. There's a bit of work to be done on it over this winter though. I need to have a look at some of the corrosion, especially around where the blocks connect to the boom. Bit of corrosion also, if you can see, around these things here. So I'm going to do a bit of work on, shore all that up, you know, give it a good polish, clean, do some changing of the rigging, because I think that's really important, especially with the 14 nationals coming up down here in Victoria. I'd like to have a boat that is fairly competitive. Even though there's a lot of guys racing new boats, I still feel these old ones can give them a run for their money, and I plan on doing that. We'll be lucky enough to be competing against Paddy Butler, who is the Hobie 14 world champion currently. Probably seen him on Joyrider TV, I think last week or the week, just talking about his boat setup. So again, if not, get over to Joe's channel and check out Paddy's setup tips for the 14, and I'm sure I'll be asking a few questions from him when I see him next. So just heading upwind again. Can we get the wire? Probably. Just get the boat moving first. I think that's the thing, is always get the boat going. Once you're kind of happy that it's going, then you're going to go and have a bit of a feel. But I think there's just enough breeze, maybe. Oh, big wave. Probably just sitting on the edge of wire work here, but much rather be out on the wire, to be honest, than in on the boat. It's like I said, sitting on the couch, kicking back, good times. So what Hobie caps do we have here at Summers? Well, huge fleet of 16s. We've probably got 22. Most weeks we're probably 12 to 15 on the line. A fairly decent fleet of 14 and 14 turbos. Obviously, we are probably the biggest club in Australia with the Hobie Dragoon, and I believe now we have 10 of them, maybe 9, somewhere around there, but still, that is got to be the biggest fleet in Australia for the Dragoon. And yeah, basically our juniors are normally training on them, although Simon, who I'm trying to catch today, is obviously just having a good whack on it because he likes to try different boats. We've also got some Hobie waves, I think 2 of those, a Hobie getaway maybe. There is a Hobie, what is it, Wildcat as well. Not really sure he knows what he's doing with it, but hence, who cares? He gets out and has a blast on it. Alright, so we're just looking for the ley line now. Again, I'm probably just going to go that little bit further, allowing for the tide, but I think we're looking pretty good. Might just give crackers the benefit of the doubt there. So let's try another tack, roll tacking if we can. Got to get good at it for the nationals. So here we go, into the tack. Again, in the kind of waves and that, you definitely got to back these boats up. So just backing it up, letting the traveller out, and slowly coaxing that traveller back in. It's all about that traveller and just coaxing it. Like, you can't rip the sails in, you'll have no luck getting it around. And that wasn't too bad, like it wasn't great, but at least it didn't take up too much time. So yeah, again, slowly getting out of the wire once it allows for it. Probably need a bit more sheet in there. Again, we got the ropes off the back of the boat, which I'm not a fan of. There we go. That was a bit messy, but that's okay. And there's the breeze. Woo! What we love. Love that whole kiss in the water. Oh. Nice big little alpha there. Bringing the weight back. Trying to get that boat to behave itself. Look at those noses. She's not wanting to behave herself today. We might as well come back in off the wire for a bit as we bear up the breeze again. But that's what I like about the 14. You know, you get that nose in and still save it quite easy. It's only when you're caught off guard that you're probably going to put the nose in completely. So I got a nice little reach here, probably closer than I thought. So again, we'll see if we can get that boat going, but Telltale's telling me a different story. So I'll let that traveller out a bit. Cracker's having a nice little timer there in front of me. But yeah, I hate to say it, I think the Dragoon's probably got me in this one. Mainly because I didn't sail too well in this one. Oh, there's a nice little breeze. Whoa! Most nice special. And you can see just how much she wants to go in. But I can control it pretty well. One, with my weight, and two, just by easing the sheets a bit. I feel pretty confident on the 14 these days though, so I'm not even worried. But yeah, I think the Dragoon got me in one because I didn't do too well upwind in that first leg. Second of all, wind's probably just borderline for me. And yeah, I guess he's just better than me today. But that's alright. As I said, who cares? We had a great time. So again, we're going to come around this bottom mark here with the jibe. Sorry, wing mark. So we're getting ready for the jibe. Tiller over the other side, ready to go. Horseshoeing it, not going too crazy, pulling the jib, yep, there we go, nice. And then we'll lock it back up here. Oh, the Dragoon going over. We might still beat him to the line. Oh, that would be pretty crazy. Simon's pretty efficient, I reckon he'll get that up hopefully pretty quick, but it's opened the door. It has opened the door. So we're gonna have to be quick here. Oh, he's getting it. It's going to be down to the line, I reckon. Oh, it's going to be very, very close. Oh, oh, this is interesting. And that's sailing, folks. You know, one minute you're, you know, sipping on champagne, the next minute you're in the champagne and it's all over Red Rover. So yeah, we're coming in for the jibe. Here we go, we're going to be efficient with this. Alright, into the jibe. Round the corner, Mrs. Yawner. And then we're going to smoke it all the way back to the finish. Might even have a nice little reach on your hands here, I think. God's going to give us the answer, which is sheet in and max out, I believe. Here we go. Smoking on a reach all the way to the finish. Catch you later, Mr. Dragoon. Oh, what a finish. What a finish. Maxing out on the 14 back corner. Just sending it. Woo! Absolutely smoking. What a nice end to the day. Absolutely sending it. Coming in behind us. Whoa! I think getting off the wire here. Ugh. And can we go for the whole way all the way home as well? Still up, still up. Ah! Mate, what an epic finish. Epic finish. And Simon, you had me there, but again, as I said, that's sailing. It can all go south very, very quickly. And I think with that, that should give me, definitely hit me in front in the autumn series here at Summers. I've had 2 bullets. Second, and this is the next bullet, so again pretty happy with that. Turning around the finishing mark here, straightening up, downwind, about to finish and cross the finish line. Oh, well done. That was epic. Well folks, thanks again for joining me on Hobie Cat Days. I know it's been a while. I haven't gone anywhere. I still live and breathe Hobie and have been sailing very consistently.